Maybe. We're gonna find it. But I hope that you're all doing good as well, guys, as we will go live very soon. So let's see. So players are currently joining in onto the servers and stuff. Whew.
Still waiting for Numelops to come in. Well, orKsGP Numelops, I should say, right?
Yep.
Not just Numelops.
Definitely, you should say that. It's not only they just merged together, you know. That's just the trend.
Yeah. But I mean, in the past, it was just orKsGP and Numelops were two separate teams. They've merged together now. I don't see anything wrong with that, honestly.
As well as Exalti Toro, you know. They also have merged together. Exalti was also very... But they kind of have the same background, you know, in terms of what player field they're addressing to. So it's just very fitting. Let's say it like that. So we have Heart Dance here by Roxy. Actually, I've seen the maps, but I haven't played them myself. But this map really reminds me of a... not Trackmania Nation style map, you cannot say that, but some turns just really feel like in the old game, you know?
It just feels like some TMNF?
Yeah, a bit. Just a little bit. For me, at least, when I was spectating it. Like this uphill turn, for example, here. Then also this right-hander here, just like narrowing down, and then you go up there, don't want to get airtime, but of course you didn't have sausage blocks there. But the maps are quite, not, I wouldn't say simple, because I haven't played them myself, but they look nice. They look really nice, and not too hard.
I love this map. I just love how it looks overall. A lot of these drop downs, these nice little transitions, and then this really high up risky finish is just very beautiful. It's not an exact speed check, but it is more like a turn check, because if you don't turn enough, right, and you think you got the perfect angle, but really you're gonna get slanted and you're gonna get yeeted off of the map. And of course there are no respawns, right, in this tournament at all. So in these matches you can't respawn.
Yep.
That's going to be a big issue. So you really don't want to fall off the map, which is a big possibility, especially on this map.
Yeah, especially with maps that have risky endings. I agree with that. So respawning is not allowed. It's just people will see it and it's not allowed. I'm not sure if you DNF then or not. In the other games it was like that. Not sure if that is implemented in a normal club room. But MnM goes into the blue team, and we're gonna wait until we are starting. The server fills up. As you can see, we see a lot of good players. I mean, I see Eric B, aka Shark. Then there's Harney on here. Nevermind also joining. Then there's Vortex, Insane. So some really, really good and known tech players. And let's see how Nevermind also plays. I mean, he's also streaming his CPS practice on his stream. And I look forward how he's going to do that. So good luck to them. As we're going to start probably with a 1v1, which will be on this map by the looks of it.
Let's see. Is it actually letter A? Number A, I should say.
I still have to check the map order because it has changed, I think, from previous week. Let me actually check real quick. It should be
that'd be a good idea. In the meantime, as more players do join in, we're still going to be waiting for the orKsGP Numelops players to join in, and a number of MnM players still aren't fully in themselves, so we got just a little bit of waiting to do, just slightly behind schedule. It's all fine. So reminder that there are going to be 4 different matches: 1v1, 2v2, and then 2 3v3s on 2 different maps. Each map gives a total of 2 points in total, and then whoever gets the most points wins, unless you tie, at which point it is just considered a 3-3 tie, and if you need a tiebreaker at the end of the season, that will be decided later on by the time the playoffs are meant to start.
Okay, I actually found it. So today, no, this is map pack 2, map pack 1. We're on play day number
2. I do
2. Yeah, Playdate 2 must... Yeah, match 3 and 4 is today. So the first map is Heart Dance, Blue Fire, and then Halvisto. So 1v1 and 2v2 are played on Heart Dance. Blue Fire is the 3v3 map. The first one, and Halvisto is the 3v3 map times 2. So Heart Dance will be played in the 1v1, which is this map, and also in the 2v2. Very nice.
Very nice indeed. I do have to say, I've enjoyed watching these guys warm up already. They're really fast, and I mean, after didn't they lose to BeGenius last week? Actually, maybe not this team specifically, but two BeGenius teams did lose to BeGenius last week. Two MnM teams, sorry, lost to
I
BeGenius
haven't
last week.
checked the results actually because I was also busy with the Benelux Cup. So I certainly
That is right.
I certainly don't know the standings right now. I have to double check them. But
all I remember is that BeGenius won both matches 6-0. So
bruh.
Yeah, they won the first day. That's
on the roll.
It was a really strong showing from BeGenius last week.
Yeah, that sounds really great. So I think this is one more warm-up after that, and then we're live. So it will be Shark versus Nevermind, which is already a very great match to start it off with on this map. That is actually a really good one. So let me check here. Yeah. Roxy has built this one. World record is a 54.69. And
really?
That is, yeah, by Katsumi. Not sure who that is. Maybe someone has the name changed. I don't know who that is. Started playing 2 years ago.
But the name just doesn't come to mind because I was saying Katsumi last week and I was getting memed on.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. Pex, it's Pex, okay.
Okay.
Alright. It is a Pex.
So yeah, actually, BeGenius and orKsGP Numelops both got 6-0 wins yesterday. Not yesterday, but last week. Racing Dot, Shift, THE Blue, and MnM Academy Yi got 3 points, and it was the MnM Academy ER and Academy San who got 6-0'd last week.
They got 6-0'd, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would have been a nice little cast to do together, right? BeGenius versus MnM. I'm the BeGenius caster, you're the MnM caster. It would all have come together.
Yeah, the stars would align here, definitely. So good luck.
I mean, yeah, good luck, have funs are in chat. And who's it gonna be in your mind? Because Nevermind's really quick, but Shark, I mean,
yeah,
you can never say anything wrong about Shark.
Shark is just incredible.
I've never seen a bad showing from Shark. From all the times I've casted him, Shark has always showed up. And if anyone doubts, then they got shut up pretty quick.
Yeah, so we are live with the first round. So 1st to 7 wins this one. It is Nevermind versus Shark. And one thing that I want to mention about Shark is the fact that he sometimes is risking a bit too much. And he is a bit too, risking and maybe not saving around. But right now he doesn't have the fastest start. But coming a bit closer, 0.05 of a second. Nevermind leading the race. Also good apex here from the MnM driver into the lead. He goes over that long stretch where he really want to get a lot of speed. Nevermind still holds strong here, but Eric B, aka Shark, coming closer. He's actually, they're brothers that are playing together. Honey and Shark. Honey's not active anymore, but Shark is indeed and going strong. Actually good mid section from Eric here. And he is still leading the race. Nevermind cannot match the pace right now. We have the jump into the ending. Will he survive it? Yes, he will. And he takes the first point. A 55.10, which is a 0.5 away from world record. But Nevermind actually had that in the bag. But it was Shark taking it, yeah.
Yeah. Shark definitely stole that one from Nevermind. He was slower at the start, but when it came back into the midsection and in the end, he just had more speed. He was getting 0.3 practically after that first sector, where he just seemed a little bit off like he is right now. He's behind by 1/10.5. Let's see if he can catch up once again like he did earlier, and that's exactly what he's doing right now, overtaking Nevermind. And Eric B/Shark is doing very nicely for himself at the current moment, going a bit wider to gain more speed out of that exit, and allows him to get the lead over Nevermind. And that lead is now a whole 1/10 of a second, if not a little bit more, as Nevermind... Oh, how did he not clip into that wall there? That was so close. Nevermind now behind by 1/10, catching up slowly because of that wider exit, allowing him more speed as he's going to catch up very, very slightly. Can Nevermind make it? Can Nevermind snipe? It's going to be close, but it's going to be Eric B winning the round once again, both of them with 55 ones.
Yeah, good time there, and also nice recovery from Nevermind. Even though he was almost dead, he still survived, but it wasn't quite enough for him to take it, so he still has to bring himself on the scoreboard. Point number 7 So there's still 5 more rounds for Shark to win, to close down the first one. But we see the mistake here from Shark at the beginning. So this will most likely be a freebie round for Nevermind, unless he chokes it away. But could be the first point. Just has to dive it safe. 1 second ahead. Let's take a look onto Nevermind's approach here. And Nevermind's lines, if they're gonna change. If Shark will come closer. Right now it doesn't look to be like that. 0.9 of a second. Maybe he lost a little bit of time there. But he's still surviving that. And of course now we have the balancing part where you really want to tailor yourself through. But Nevermind is actually throwing for skins. Again, overthinking. So I was actually talking to Nevermind about that. About those exact situations that he is just good at choking. And Nevermind is just doing that. So Nevermind with a mistake. And Shark takes it 3-0. Unless he fails the ending jump. But nope, he doesn't do that. Gold plate. Point. Nevermind declines it.
Oh man, what did he clip on? Was that the exit off of the jump there? Did he clip a bit on the ledge of the block, or was it his landing?
I don't know. It was I was just going on Shark's perspective there. Actually.
Oh, okay. Darn, I didn't get to properly see what he clipped on. It didn't seem like he clipped on anything. Just got a massive slowdown, sadly. And just allowed Shark to get himself another point. That's 3 for him now. And he's got to try and make it 4. Though right now, Nevermind is in the lead. Shark does like his outer lines a little bit more. Bring him more speed over time. Because of the outside lines he does end up taking. Right now has a nice, big, chunky lead over Nevermind. It's over a car length. And Nevermind losing a little bit of touch. Make that 2 car lengths now, but Nevermind wants to come back into this. He wants to get in. He's gonna go really wide to gain as much speed as he can. He nearly hits the wall. Keeps it on the track. He overtakes Shark. Oh, it's gonna be close, but it's gonna be Nevermind by barely anything. He nearly got to 0.0 there. What a good round, and what a nice time.
Yeah, definitely a good time. A low point 55 or low 0.1 again here from Nevermind after not taking it in that one round where Shark was like 300 or 400 ahead of him. So he takes it, Nevermind, with a first place and gets himself that first point. So now the scoreline is 3-1. It could have been 2-2, but this should not be in your head right now as Shark gets a beautiful line there, but Nevermind with a bit more speed by the looks of it. And also better approach here. Look at that line, beautifully executed from Nevermind. And he is leading by quite a large margin here, 0.1 of a second for the MnM driver. And Eric B is not slowing down, looking very nice. Oh, what a great round, but Shark's ending wasn't that well compared to the ending from Nevermind. So let's take a look onto Nevermind's perspective, going wide here again, has a better approach into this sector, and now the right-hander comes into play, but he makes that mistake there. He had to risk though, but this was his time to shine there. And Shark will also not make it. What is happening? Will he make it into the safe ending though? Yes, he will. Nevermind also with a mistake, and that's why you never give up. But of course, he was too far behind, so he would have not made it. And Shark still wins this round, even though quite lucky because Nevermind's mistake was very costly.
Yeah, Nevermind just crashing into the wall and then ending up into a cinder block, just stuck there. You hate it when that happens, when your front face just hits into the wall and all you can do is back up and go back forward. You just have no speed after that, and he lost so many seconds because of it. He lost more than enough time for, even though if Eric B did not full crash there, even if Nevermind didn't make a second mistake, I think Eric would still win that round. Nevermind though right now has a good round lead once again. This time around it's 5/10, not 8/10. It's only 5, but Shark does not have the 5/10 in hand unless Nevermind makes a big mistake, which, I mean, he's been throwing a few rounds here and there. Let's see if it can keep it together this time, as Shark is catching up quite a bit. He's only behind by 1/10.5. Can Nevermind keep it together? Oh, Shark getting a little bit of airtime. He barely keeps it alive, and so he'll find himself in second place. Nevermind wins the round, getting himself a second point. It's 4-2.
Yeah, Shark coming a bit closer, but also Nevermind has saved a little bit. So 2-4 for Numelops still. And let's see what the next round will bring. Round number 7. Let's see if Nevermind can finally win a round by, yeah, not sheer pace, but like keep it together when he's ahead, because it seems like every round where he was ahead when Shark made a mistake at the start, Nevermind has thrown it away at some point, or almost threw it away. I mean, of course he saved it and it worked out, but I think he's thinking a bit too much about that. But right now a good start for Nevermind. This looks to be maybe sub 55 pace here for the Romanian player. It's looking quite well. Shark going too far to the left there. What is that approach? Had to release just a tiny bit, but didn't even lose too much with that. This looked quite sketchy to me. But now he makes that mistake, so Nevermind can save it. No, but he makes that mistake again. Oh my god, I'm just talking about it. It was probably his teammates saying save, 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 save. But Nevermind with the mistake, Shark with a safe finish. And that is, again, detrimental here. And that's why the match is 5-2 for Shark, because Nevermind is just throwing away the round.
That hurts. That hurts so much. Because Nevermind, whenever neither of them make a mistake, they seem to both end up with 55 ones, right? Yep. And then in the rounds where they do make mistakes, can he stay alive? Yes, he's staying on his wheels and still on the track, but he's going to be behind by quite a bit, by over 6 seconds by the time that he catches up full speed again, maybe even a little bit more. Oh yeah, just slightly more. Shark has quite the lead to work with. Even if he were to full crash here, he could probably still save it and make himself win in the end. This is most definitely a 6-2 round unless I caster curse this, which I kind of hope I do, because 5-3 is much closer than 6-2. Won't you say? 6-2 just a little bit too wide of a margin. That would be 5 rounds in a row for Nevermind to win.
Exactly, and that is quite a large one. So Shark making it here. Also, not the fastest time. You can see it, 57.55. That is quite slow. But of course, he could have saved it, and making a mistake can always happen. So Shark with the second, with a point. Yeah, with 2 points, but getting themselves a point because 2 is more than 1, and first is better than second. So Nevermind, really, he could have, the scoreline could have been 5-3 for Nevermind, or like 4-4, but Nevermind unfortunately didn't make it. And now we have the map point scenario between Nevermind and Shark. Can Shark hold his composure or not? We're also gonna see a 2v2 on this one, and I think the 1v1 player cannot play the 2v2 if I was recalling correctly. But let's just focus on this round as Shark is leading again, or not again, but he's leading by 0.15 of a second. So Nevermind not dead yet. Maybe the ending will treat him quite nicely, as he didn't get the most amount of speed in this corner here. Overdrifts a little bit, and Shark extends the seat to 0.2 of a second here. Looking quite nice for him, even though he almost touches the wall there. Nevermind staying alive, but unfortunately he has made that small mistake that is enough to snowball all the way into the ending. And Shark takes it with a 55.20, and Nevermind 2, Shark 7. Damn, that was kind of a bummer, even though could have been MnM taking this one.
That could have been really close, but the mistakes out of Nevermind kind of, well, told us to do the same, right? Never mind those ambitions to a close 1v1, because, listen, although he played well, I mean, he just choked at the worst times, right? He could have choked during rounds where Shark was ahead of him and was getting 55 ones, right? Instead, he chokes 3 times, I think, right? During the times that Shark did clip himself. So it's really, really rough for Nevermind there. It probably hits hard. And yes, as you said earlier, you're not allowed to play the 2v2 if you've played the 1v1. However, you can play the other 2 maps. Same thing with the 2v2. If you play the 2v2, you can't play the 1v1, but you can play the other 3v3s. You can't play twice on the same map. That's pretty much the rule.
That's the rule. So I'm looking forward to see who's playing. Probably Wag and Harney for Team Numelops. Then we have Psychos. Well, Psychos is Numelops. That's why I'm so confused here. So maybe Psychos and Wag are playing. Vortex, I see. And let me actually quickly find something. Input, where is it? 1, 2, 3, camera 4. I need to have that.
Stebby2A has joined into the server, so I'm guessing himself and Vortex will be playing.
Maybe. I need to do this here, but I have to have that on 4. Let me check. Because apparently camera 4 is a very important key as a caster. You should know that. Because then I can swap around 4 players instead of only 3. Because 1, 2, 3 on the above Q, W, E, and R are the ones to swap cameras, and then also the Numelops 4, 5, and 6 they can also swap around, and 7 is the free camera. So that's very important.
What?
Those are
that's what you have. I have one. I have only the Numelops numbers. Everything else on my keyboard doesn't work. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on my Numelops that changes camera.
Maybe that's the case then. But maybe Serbi's playing, yeah? Maybe Serbi's playing. And Vortex against WEG and Psychos. So 2 more warm-ups after this. So 2 more warm-ups until we can rest our voice. The scoreline is 1-0 for Numelops. Even though it could have been a round or a match for MnM here. Too bad seeing that, because Nevermind was definitely on pace. But of course the pressure sometimes gets to you. Alright.
Yep. So we're not going to be casting warm-ups, right?
No. We're not.
No. We can't pull Zap bosses here, right?
Else my voice will die.
Oh man. You'll be too ashamed to ever cast again.
No.
No?
Well, we have map requests after that, dude. Why do people submit so many maps? We have 15 maps now.
They love seeing your reactions to their maps, man.
We have 15 maps
reactions.
now. Holy shit, man. 15.
Hey, listen. You have great reactions, and they love to watch you freak out when a map is really, really hard, or when the map is beautifully built. Or when I make a mistake 50 minutes into a run on an RPG map. That is still one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me. That RPG map took me 3 hours to beat because of that
33?
mistake. 3 hours, sorry.
I thought like 33, way too dank.
Well, yeah, no. It took me 3 attempts, right? But 2 times I was an hour into the run. The first time you saw me, right? That was your amazing reaction. The second time, I actually went into the wrong checkpoint an hour into the run. Yeah, that one was fun. I skipped 1 checkpoint. And yeah, I couldn't go back down to go get it, so I had to restart again. That map was amazing. I actually loved it, but my experience with it, not so much.
Oh man.
It happens though, right? That was my first RPG experience, so it makes sense.
Okay, but that's actually a very easy map. But hey, I think not for a beginner, yeah. Only a beginner guy. He's only a beginner. Mark cheer.
Listen, I have 300 hours in this game, and 200 of those are casting, so...
And probably 10% are on the RPG map.
Yeah, about that, you could say.
Okay, so I think we're ready.
I spent a long time on that.
So good luck. I think after the DNF we're live. So the 2v2 is only gonna be played until 5 points, because draws are just happening more frequent. If you get first and last and the others get second and third, you're just gonna get the draw. So we're Vortex and Sebi versus Psychos and WEG on the same map on Hard Dance. Good luck to the players. Let's follow WEG here in that first round and see if he gets a whack start or a good one. Right now it's looking quite good as he overtakes Sebi here. Didn't get the best line here. Vortex right now leading ahead of Psychos. WEG with a lot of speed into this corner. Also does not really get himself bad airtime there. So he gets himself a good amount of speed. But right now it's a draw situation where Sebi is actually on that 4th place and Vortex on 1st place. But maybe he can make something happen in that last corner here. Very speedy section. Looking good for Sebi. Overtaking WEG. Very nice approach. But WEG comes closer. Will he get airtime there or not? He will not. But Sebi, look at that. It's 1-2 for MnM and the first point. A 55.123 for Vortex. And then we have a .29 for Sebi. And MnM brings themselves on the scoreboard.
Vortex really made it seem as easy as counting 1, 2, 3 in that round. He was untouched the entirety of the time, just kept that lead, and did very well to keep it together. And Sebi himself, I mean, he wasn't last at a little bit of a point, right? He was fighting for that last podium position and the non-podium position, and then he overtook right at the end, as you said, giving MnM the 1-2 and a 1-0 lead. Wag and Zykos are 1 and 2 though currently, with Vortex finding himself in last place. Sebi will overtake Zykos, but Wag right now with a big lead of over a 10th as Vortex has hit the wall, risking a little bit too much because of how far behind he was, and he's going to need Sebi now to win the round to at minimum, tie this round. Can they do it? Wag right now has a big lead, but oh, what happened there to Sebi? Did he no drift? Oh no, that's sad to see, and we see Wag and Zykos right now, 1 and 2. Imagine if they choke this somehow. It could be possible, but it's not gonna happen. And that's a 54 out of Wag. What a beautiful time. 54.981.
Yeah, that's a good time. That is indeed a good time. The world record is a .69, so that is only
Nice.
0.3 away from world record. Nice seeing that. And the first point for Team Numelops. So we can see it's a very evenly distributed match, but of course both rounds have been decided with the 1-2 scoreline. And in this other round it was 2 mistakes from the MnM side. But let's focus on this one as the Numelops team, the Numelops duo, not squad in this case, has a very good start. Zykos and Wag leading the round. Vortex with another mistake. That is quite unfortunate here. And Sebi has to get a first position, but look at that line from Wag. Zykos are with a mistake, and Wag with a great section here. Zykos touching the wall, and Wag leads the round. The question is, will Zykos still stay ahead of Vortex? Yes, he is. And with that, first and last would be the case for Team MnM, because Wag has also made that mistake when I just swapped the camera. So a lot of mistakes are happening here. Maybe Vortex is pushing it. He's coming a bit closer though, but it doesn't seem to be enough. So this will be the first draw round by the looks of it. Nope.
Oh, no!
Wag throws for skins, and we have first, third for MnM. Great job, Wag. Very nice. Good jinx from Turbo, but also a nice side ramp here. Wanted to play some cocky, Wag.
Looks like you got our first caster curse of the match. We're probably gonna get a few others, to be fair, but yeah, throwing for skins. I mean, Trackmania skins are pretty expensive, to be fair, right? I don't know if you've ever tried to commission some skins, but they don't go for cheap, right? So they do take the skinners a lot of work to create, and they are very expensive because of that. So I mean, if you're throwing for skins, maybe throw for something a little bit more valuable.
For league skins.
Yeah, like CSGO or league skins, that's true, yes. That's what iBuyPower did back in 2014.
Oh!
They shredded for that.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, man. Vortex right now overtakes Zykos for the lead of the race, though they're really tight. Neck and neck, barely anything separates these two except for a wall. The wall will hit Zykos out of the way. And as much as Zykos wants to scream out that the wall hit him, it's sadly the other way around, as Vortex will win the round with a 55-0. Sebi will get a 56.2. Everyone in behind having a Pepega moment. Actually, that was a really close finish there. I didn't even notice.
From Sebi, yeah.
Yeah.
He finished with a side ramp to the left. I have no clue how he survived. I was on the camera from one of the Numelops drivers, but it's the third point for MnM. And we have a match in our hands here. 3-1 it is. So definitely a good match that we are spectating, observing, and casting at the same time. Yeah, we're doing all of those three things just with our eyeballs, and then communicate with the internet over some microphones. But let's go into the next round. The Zykos and Wag with a great start. Wag going so close there to the wall, but Sebi and also Vortex are not giving up, as Zykos is on a good pace. This looks to be a sub 55 time. If he continues like that, he's just zooming away, but Vortex also didn't get it too bad here. But look at the speed from Zykos. Right now it's the draw situation, first and last for Team Numelops, and we have second and third for Team MnM. Zykos on a great time. Will he finish though? The finish is still there to be cleared, and yes he will. Look at that time at 54.85. Wow. What a time, man. That is 0.16 away from world record, and it's very hard to beat that. Vortex could have gotten first in some rounds with a 0.08, as well as Sebi, who has gotten himself a 0.12. Dude, what a time. Very nice.
Oh man, imagine you're less than 2/10 away from world record on a map this hard, and yet it doesn't even give you a win, right?
Yeah.
That is just heart-wrenching. It's hard. Some players, I've actually heard this before, where a tiebreaker, if it's a draw like this, it should be the total time between both drivers, right? I don't know how easy that would be to implement or how hard that would be to implement, but I've seen a few drivers ask for that instead of having draws, so maybe that's something to look forward to in the future. Who knows? As Zykos has the lead once again with his incredible time last round, though he will not lead this race any further as Vortex steals it away from him, and by quite a large margin. WAG is really far behind, and so let's see what Sebi and Zykos can do, and that's Zykos going on the triple line and falling off. It's a Sebi Vortex 1-2, and now orKsGP Numelops have their backs against the wall.
Yeah, they have their backs against the wall. They have to win 4 consecutive rounds in a row. Or not consecutive, because they can also be draws. But, you know, you get the point. They need to win 4 rounds without MnM winning 1 other round. That's just how it is, and that's the map points. They could go away with 1 point here and score the tie. The draw. They can make it the draw, let's say like that. So there's Sebi and Vortex who have it in their hands, but Zykos and also WAG can maybe take the momentum to their side. So let's go into the round. Zykos with an interesting line there, getting himself a little bit of airtime, but still was able to survive. WAG and Zykos have to get first and last at least. And right now, this is the exact position 9, but Vortex is not slowing down Sebi over with the mistake. So now the tables have turned. Now MnM needs to hope for a draw that Numelops is not coming closer. Vortex, however, not with the best line. He has a bit more speed than Zykos, but what a great fight between them. Vortex has to push it to avoid them of getting the point. Vortex very wide. He will have the speed. It's looking good for him, for Vortex, but it will not be enough. 23,000 of a second, but 2 times below 55. A great round again. WAG on 3rd, Sebi on 4th, and with that, Numelops getting their 2nd point.
Oh, how good is that of a round, ladies and gentlemen? You just saw 2 54s happen. That is not something you see every day. Maybe something you see once every weekend, right? But definitely not something you'll see probably again on this match here, because that is such a good time to get. A 54 is not that easy to do, and these guys are doing them practically every single round from 2 different players. There's Zykos and Vortex showing that they are fully capable of doing it as... Oh, that is Sebi and Zykos with mistakes of their own, and Vortex goes so close to the wall. He nearly crashed 3 times there. Just was not close enough for the wall to detect the hit. WAG needs to overtake Vortex if they want to win this round. Otherwise, this will be a draw unless there is a no finish from Sebi. No, Sebi is still in this race. I went to go change my camera to look at Sebi, and I missed Vortex. Well, sending himself to the Shadow Realm. That's WAG winning the round for Numelops orKsGP.
Back at the gulag you go. So another round has been decided just at the end. You know, this ending looks so innocent, but it's so hard. And of course...
Oh no, Vortex!
Vortex might not be... Ah, he's on the track. That's important. He's on the track though. That is important, because now Sebi can make it, but all of a sudden, the scoreline could be 4-4.
Oh yeah, 4-4 on a match like this. That would be quite the comeback from orKsGP Numelops. Let's see if they can capitalize on this though. They need to win at least, and they cannot allow Sebi to do so.
Yep, exactly. And well, right now, it's the mistake, the first mistake from Psycho, still in the race. Sebi, however, has to push it now. He is a 0.2 away from WAG. Gets a good line, though, but WAG is still holding strong there. Sebi with a better line. WAG had to release a little bit, and no way this is gonna happen. Sebi with a little bit of an oversteer movement, but he gets a good approach, but WAG has it in the back, and WAG wins this one first, and then we have 3rd for Numelops, and we have the 4-4, round number 9, or round number 10. Yeah, round number 10 will be the decider because we had 1 draw.
Oh, not like this, right? If MnM wanted to lose, they could have lost 5-0, right? But a comeback like this is devastating. It hits harder than a 5-0 loss, right? Because you have it in the bag, right? You definitely have them up against the wall here, and now that it's 4-4, they fully come back. They have the momentum on their side, and it's drained all of your momentum when you lose so many rounds in a row like that after having such a big lead. But that is Wag hitting the wall, so he's going to be in last place for the current moment, though. He's still alive and on the track. This forces Zykos to win this round at all costs here, which means we'll see Zykos pushing a lot harder. Let's see if he'll crash, because he's crashed a few times in the last few rounds. Let's see if he's going to push a little bit too hard, because Sebi right now has a big lead. He's got over 1/10 of a lead. Oh no, he gets a no drift! How does that happen in that instance? How unlucky can you get? Zykos will take first place, but Wag has third. Oh, they've lost it. They've gone from a tie or even a win to a full L. From a 4-1 lead to a 5-4 loss. How has this happened, Turbo?
Yeah, that actually describes the MnM match quite well. They're doing it correct, everything, until the last bit. You know, they have it already, but then they just throw it away and make some mistakes. So now the scoreline is 2-0 for Numelops. It could be 2-0 for MnM, but 4-5 here in favor for Numelops seals the deal. 4 consecutive wins in a row without giving away a point. That is unfortunate, but that's how Trackmania works. It's not over till it's over. And now we will see the 3v3s coming into play on the other 2 maps. Yeah, the maps B and C. So now the map will be played, which is not Hard Dance.
This is Blue Fire, I believe.
Blue Fire, yeah, Blue Fire by Plata, I think.
Yeah.
Plata.
Well,
Yep.
I watch a little bit of hockey. I don't know if you watch any ice hockey, but
Nope.
there are some good German players recently coming into the
Okay.
NHL recently. Yeah, some top scorers, in fact. One named Leon Draisaitl. Very, very good German player. In fact, the best German player ever after only playing 5 years in the NHL.
I have no idea about ice hockey.
Dude, listen. I'll tell you one thing. It's never over till it's over. And the last win, right? That last win, just to clinch that beautiful W, the last one is always the hardest. It's really hard because you're under the pressure, right? You need to get it, and you're telling yourself, I need to get this, and then you make one mistake, and then you try even harder. Then if you make another mistake, your mind is out of whack. You have a bad mentality, and sometimes, I mean, if you're in a call like this, right, and your players are just out of momentum and just out of morale, it can really, really affect how you drive.
But can you even see the puck when you watch on TV? I would really find it hard to see that.
See what?
The ice hockey puck. Isn't it called puck?
Yeah, it's a puck. Yeah.
Oh, puck.
It's
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's a puck. No, don't worry. It was just me not understanding the sound. But it is pretty easy because it's on a white surface and it's fully black, right? So it reflects very well. Even if you're on the top border of the stadium, which I've been before, you can still see like the tiny little ant that is the puck. It's actually quite surprising how easy it is to see.
But only
because of
you need glasses for that?
No. Unless you have bad eyes. I have bad eyes, right?
I have bad eyes
my
as well.
eyesight is only like, I think it's only 80% eyesight in both eyes that I have. So
Okay.
I could still see it. What?
Okay, that's incredible though. So you can see it there. I see, because I could have. I don't know. I think.
I don't need glasses. Well, I technically do need glasses. I just don't wear them.
Dude, like for me, ice hockey is all about, you know, they just from the defense they just shoot the puck like, I don't know, with 1,000 kilometers per hour into the last quarter of the enemies, and I never see where it actually goes. No idea.
Man, okay. No, it's fine. I won't bring any hockey terminology because I'll lose you immediately. But
Yep.
yeah, I know what you're talking about, and yeah, you often lose it when it goes around the boards because it's just staying hidden in there. And wait, was that a round? Are we live? No, it's
Not
warm
yet.
up. It's warm up. No.
We're not live yet.
No, not yet. Just some warm-ups.
Exactly. We just have some warm-ups, but I can give you some information about this map, about Blue Fire.
Go ahead.
By Simtech. or Plata, however you want to call him. I think it's Syntech who built this one. Well, look, there's a 56.268 by Maui. So that is the map that... Wait, has someone done a better time? What time has he done?
56.26?
Yeah, well, what time has he done in the live round right now? I haven't seen it.
I didn't see what he got in the live round. I just saw NTs in chat, but it's not like... if it would have been world record, I think we would have seen some VNTs, so...
Or what the fuck or something like that.
Yeah. So it would have been a different reaction for sure. So just NT, he was close to his record, but not beating it.
Maybe he's gonna beat it in the live round. Maybe Maui's gonna beat it because Maui's gonna play.
Could we see a Pac/Carl Jr. moment like we have in the last few weeks where in their competitions they just get world record during live matches?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh man, that would be pretty crazy. Yeah, Carl Jr. I think he got 3 world records in TAO and on one single map. 3 PBs in a row on one single map, and it turned into world record from there during a live match. And pretty much Pac nearly did the same thing on. Was it Ripple where he got a 106.95?
Yeah, but that wasn't world record, I think.
No, it was 0.5 off of world record. Really close to it though, and the only 106 during the match, during any match.
Yeah, it was a great time. He played very nice. Also, Saber was very nice on that map. Definitely.
Yeah. Except for the purple dirt, right?
It was 1,000 off. Okay, the purple dirt. Yeah, let's talk about that. Absolutely terrible.
All right. Let's see. Are the players ready to get started here? Yes, they are. All right. Well, I'll let you cast this first round. Let's see what they can bring.
So, guys.
Blue Fire.
So, it's like normal matchmaking, okay? It's like normal matchmaking. So, we're gonna wait until Flyer, but I quickly explain the format to you. So, normal matchmaking. Players collect points concerned to their position. If you're first, you get 6 points for your team. Second gets 5. Third gets 4, and so on and so forth. The team wins if they score the most amount of points in one round, and then they take home 1 point for their team. A team wins if they have scored 7 points, but the 7 points have to be have a difference of 2 from the other team. So a 7-6 is not possible. Then tennis mode is enabled because the team has to win with a discrepancy of 2 points. So a team needs 11 points to win a round. You need 7 rounds to win with tennis mode. And let's go into the first round on Blue Fire here between MnM, the first team of MnM versus orKsGP Numelops. So let's see what they can do. Mar with a great start. We see Fly with a mistake, Speedy, Ins, and also Teoman still in the mix. But Matus and also Maui having a great start. But Matus not with the best line here. Loses a bit of speed, but gets a very direct approach over this part here. Let me actually see, where is Matus? He is there, but they need first and third because the other Numelops player has made a mistake. And right now it's looking very good for them to get those kind of positions. There's of course the risky ending still to be cleared. Matus is pushing it here. It's looking very nice, and it seems to be enough for them. Look at that ending from Teoman. He's throwing for skins, and first and second ending up for Numelops to take home that first point here, 56.68 from Maui, which is 0.4 away from the world record, and Matus is capitalizing from that mistake there.
Beautiful time out of Maui. I mean, you said it yourself, right? He's the one with the world record. He's very, very fast on this map, and he's showing it. Curious, wasn't Maui a part of MnM at some point in the past? Do you know about that, or am I tripping?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I believe he was, but maybe I'm mistaking which Maui. But let us continue here as Dignitas Insane does make a small mistake, leaving himself in 5th place with Teoman in behind, and Speedy right now not in the lead. So it's going to be really hard for MnM to come back into this. Numelops right now in a big lead. Let's see if they can win this one out. Speedy wants to win this round, but won't do that much because the other 3 drivers of orKsGP Numelops still are not dead. They need at least a 1-4-5 to win the map, and at this point, that's not going to happen. Speedy, he's going to get 3rd or even 2nd place. He's going to get 3rd after a nice little wicked flip there heading into the finish. But yeah, 3rd, 4th, and 6th, definitely not enough to win.
Okay, you're confusing him with Kawi, who is from Estonia.
Kawi, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Estonian. So he...
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Actually, he's a great guy. I met Kawi already in real life. He's a really good guy. Very friendly. and also a very nice and very good Trackmania player. So it's Kawi, and Maui, of course, is from Portugal, along.
Right.
And, well, let's go on to the next round. We have a 2-0 for Numelops. They look very strong here. It seems that MnM need to find their consistency game. Of course, Speedy has done a wicked finish there, but it wasn't quite enough to snipe away that second place, and it would have not even been enough anyway. So Flyer and Maui right now leading, but it seems that you can push a lot here, but you also somewhat can drift out. This corner looks super sketchy though. Flyer with a very, very wide approach, very like a lot of speed accumulated for him, and it's still Maui leading the race, just gatekeeping everyone away. Good performance, but look at that. The top 3 is red, but just when I say that, it is one player dropping down. This Flyer flying off of the track, almost though, but a 1-2 finish is enough for them to make it. Maui with a great finish, finishing so far on the right, and it is enough for them, even though Flyer finishes on 5th place. So 3-0 for Numelops.
Yeah, that one too is a very, very powerful finish. And right now, have MnM even gotten 156 time? Because in this case, orKsGP Numelops just running away with it, getting themselves some 56s like handing out candy on Halloween, you know? They're just doing it pretty easy and simply, while MnM are just having trouble to keep up at the current moment. They just need to find a little bit of a something. MnM right now, Insane, Teoman, and Speedy. This trio needs to find some more points here. They need to get at least 11 in total. There's a total of 21 points given out to the 6 players, and so 11 is what's needed to win. A 2-3-5 or a 1-4-5 is more than enough to win. Let's see what these players can do. It's currently a 3-5-6, 3-4-6 for MnM. It's a 1-2 in favor of orKsGP. Numelops up until Flyer. This is a small mistake. Oh, look at what's happening in behind here. Dillman clips, and now it's a 1-4-5. Oh no! Matuz overtakes Speedy. Speedy clips, and so he can't get the finish in time. 3 players with 56 times. Insane nearly with a 56 himself, and that is so close for MnM. Just not enough. It's 4-0.
And also Maui overtook there for that juicy 2-pointer. So that was also one of the deciding moments there. So a lot of things have happened there at the ending, but again, it is a 4-0 for Numelops. Let's see if they can make something happen in the next round. It is unfortunate to see that, because MnM definitely has the pace, but Numelops just seem to be more stacked, you know? They have just one player difference, that they're not making that mistake, and where they can maybe also afford to make that mistake. You know, we have seen a first-second finish from Numelops, I think in 2 rounds. And right now, again, it's looking very good. First, second, and third. Matuz, Flyer, and Maui dominating this round. Speedy, the only one who is just in a close proximity towards them. As Maui touches the wall. Speedy with a great line, so he just needs that first position. He comes a bit closer, 200th of a second. But Speedy gets airtime, so it will not be enough. Ins and Teoman are too far behind to have a saying here. So it will be first and second again for Team Numelops. And the 5th point, a 56.76. And then followed up by a .90. And also Flyer here only gets 3rd though, because Teoman has overtaken him, but he could have taken it safe. So another 12-9.
Oh man, 5-0. You need an incredible comeback here to even win this match here, and that's only this map. But you need to win this map if you want to win the match, because otherwise you're going to be down 4-0 if you are MnM Gaming. And right now it is 5-0 in favor of orKsGP Numelops on this map. They can make it 6-0, and right now they have a 1-2-3 ace going in their favor. Insane and Teoman are the only 2 who can say anything about it, because Speedy has bumped out. We see Speedy behind by over a second. Insane has fallen behind as well. Speedy catching up to Insane. That's just how slow Insane's gone, as Matuz in the lead, Maui in 2nd, Flyer is in 3rd, and everyone going in with speed. And oh, the ace from orKsGP Numelops. It is going to be a thing unless someone fails the ending here. It's looking so safe, so secure. All 3 players with 56s. What a great round out of them. Oh wow, that's an amazing showcase of skill.
Yeah, first, second, and third taking home the 15 points. Just the dominance here and 6-0 scoreline. This is the match point for orKsGP Numelops already. After having very close 1v1 and 2v2s, it could now be a 7-0 clean sweep. And as you've already mentioned beforehand, you don't want to get clean swept like that because it can be detrimental for you to qualify for the playoffs or something like that. And right now, MnM is not looking good. Look at that, mistakes. 4 mistakes have already happened if you include that one from Int, which was just a very, very, like, overslide or just releasing. So Maui and Speedy now on first and second. Where are the others though? Because the other positions will be very decisive. Matus and Flyer are in 4th and 6th. So they need to have at least the first position here. But right now it is Maui who's also just doing that as Speedy leads the race. So this could be the first point for MnM Gaming. But look at the speed from Maui on this uphill. Look at that. Oh my god, what is he doing? This guy's just pushing the limit here. Maui not crashing and he gets that first place. Speedy with good efforts. Second, third, and 6th is not enough. So Maui takes it and that is a great round and the GG. The 7-0 clean sweep and the 4-0 scoreline. What a great ending from Maui. Wow.
Oh wow, Maui just showing his prowess on this map. He played absolutely out of his mind and played incredibly consistent, always getting himself into the 56 range and almost always a 56-6 specifically, right? He was always within that time frame and it just seemed like he was very consistent on this map. And, well, if this map was ever the 1v1 map, I would want Maui on that 1v1 because I don't think he could really be beaten. Though, actually, he could be more important in the 2v2. Right? You don't want your best player in the 1v1 because then you risk losing the 2v2.
True that, actually. True that.
So, you'd want Maui on your 2v2 team. But if he was 1v1, it would be very hard for him to lose it.
Definitely.
Oh, man. What a great second map, though. Now we're on to the last map. What's the last map?
The last map is called, I have that one open on my laptop, Halvistu by Mephisto. So this time, Mephisto didn't name his map after a Pokemon, after naming it Butterfree and also Spiritomb. It's now called Halvisto, and maybe that's a Pokemon, but I...
No. He named it after himself and the person who helped him create the map.
Yeah, exactly, right? Which is Halv and Mephisto, so look at that.
Halvisto.
Yeah, but maybe it would have been a cool coincidence of being a Pokemon, but of course it's not the case. I was just memeing around. You know, Mephisto and also Halv have built this one. A nice tech map with a world record of 53.57 by Panda.
Alright, well Panda's not on this match, so... oh wait, is he?
It could be, actually. He is.
Yeah, he is.
He's playing for MnM, yeah.
So the world record holder is once again going to play on a map right in front of our eyes. That's well, we're not going to see that in the next map, in the next match, where we've seen Maui, the world record holder on Blue Fire, and now the world record holder on Halvisto is going to be playing on the map as well. Oh my goodness, how sick is that for a match to have the world record holder?
You have to ask Halv for that. How wicked that is. Okay, I just stop the jokes. Yeah, Halv. Just stop.
Oh man,
it's
he got me, man. He's got me with the puns. How dare he? Those aren't mine.
Yeah, some haha in the chat. So let's take a look. What will we do next? Yo? I'm not gonna write anything there. I wanted to write yo, but I'm just confused. Not sure when they're gonna start, but maybe one more warm up. Maybe one more warm up.
I'm not too sure which players are gonna be playing either. We do see Panda. Speedy's gonna be playing. Nevermind's gonna be playing. So Panda's gonna be playing for MnM. So this time around, it's going to be MnM with the world record holder. Now it's whether or not Nevermind and Speedy can hold it together as they come up with Panda trying to win this map here to not lose in the 6-0 and instead only lose 4-2. Chiller side, Wag, and who else is Harney? There you go. Harney, Wag, and Chiller side to be playing for Numelops orKsGP.
Panda had a DC again. Or like a teleport, I think, by the looks of it. So Panda always the person who gets, who has some internet issues. Yeah, let's be honest with you. But we have one more warm-up, but maybe he was just lagging a bit on my end, or I was just not looking in this particular moment. But this map also not too easy, let's say like that. We have also this risky ending. Fun fact, the world record was held by Ratchet 3 days ago when I was preparing the cast. But now it's Panda who said this time 2 hours ago. So he is indeed ready. So we have one more before we're gonna go live. The score has already been decided. Numelops wins it, but the question is, how high will they win? Will they win 4-2 or 6-0?
I remember in the past I used to cast some Rocket League, and normally it's a best 3 out of 5, right? So best of 5, and the first to 3 wins. But there was a league that I did where you have to play all 5 maps. So sometimes you'd lose 5-0, right? And other times you would lose 3-2. And it didn't really matter up until the playoffs because it was the total games played. So everyone was equal. So everyone had the same amount of games total. And so they could have the plus minus and see who would make it through. It was really cool, but it was also very long to cast because, well, some games were just absolute blowouts for 30 minutes straight.
Yeah, and sometimes it also gets quite boring. Of course, here we have some evenly matches. Of course, the last one could have also been like 7-3, 7-2, something like that. But, you know, it's like, it's not a complete 7-0 clean sweep and not boring and boring and boring and just wait for the timer to tick down. I think it's something else, and in Trackmania you could also like just admire the skill in terms of just seeing the opponent getting annihilated in Rocket League, you know?
Right, because today we just saw on the IPC how Pac really showed off his skills, right? And he won nearly every single round, but it's so incredible just to see how much speed he can bring through a corner, right? Just how fast he can be sometimes through some of these corners. It's quite incredible how fast these players can be, and no matter how one-sided it can be in Trackmania, sometimes it's just incredibly entertaining to watch nonetheless.
Yeah, Pac just getting one of the best players. I'm not sure what Panda is doing, but he is playing like a panda right now. So maybe he's resembling his name in that first round, as we are already live. So Panda with some issues here. And we have Harney, Wack, and also Chilloside, who are having a great round. Speedy and Nevermind need to get first and third to force a victory. Or if Panda maybe not finishes, a draw in this case. But Wack with the first mistake from the Numelops side. Look at that. Chilloside almost making that mistake there as well. Nevermind onto the attack. Looking like a great line here from the MnM player after not playing that well. I wouldn't say that well, but he maybe didn't perform when it mattered in the 1v1. Now on a good run here on this map. On Harvisto by Hoff and Mephisto, but Harney survives at a 53.98, which is 0.4 away from the world record. Speedy gets third, but since Chilloside and also Wag get fourth and fifth, and Harney wins the round, it's the first point for Team Numelops.
Yeah, Numelops have not lost a single. Wow. Now that I think of it, it was 4-1 in favor of MnM.
Yep.
That was the last time they won a round. Think about that for a second. They've lost 12 rounds in a row now. Wow. That's a bad losing streak. And when you're on a losing streak like that, the pressure is on. The morale sometimes is down, especially when you lose too much. But, I mean, this is a new map, new opportunities, right? And
hopefully.
Let's see. Hopefully, exactly. Hopefully we don't see another 7-0 wipe here, because these players are really too good to have a 7-0 happen to them again, as Chilloside leads for Numelops. Right behind him is Wag, and Harney is in fourth. Panda is fighting for the lead. Speedy is in fifth, and I mean, sixth place right now is occupied by Nevermind. Let's see it into the final jump here. Oh, it's going to be Wag and Chilloside, 1 and 2. No ace, but Panda in third, Harney in fourth, Speedy in fifth, and Nevermind in sixth.
Yeah, so not enough here for MnM again, lacking a bit on the pace and maybe on the consistency side. Nevermind and Speedy on 5th and 6th there. And also it is the only player who was really a bit alive was Panda. But also he didn't get the best ending section, so only ending up in the 3rd position. So 2-0 for Numelops. Let's see the next one. Okay, good start for the MnM team. Look at that. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd occupied by them. But just when I say that, it's Nevermind making that mistake. and that is a good apex for Speedy though, gathering so much speed, as well as Panda jumping super conveniently into the slope, maximizing his speed there compared towards the others. Harney and also Wag and Shillowside are in close proximity, but look at that turn from Speedy, and also Panda 0.1 ahead here. Very good turn there as well, going so wide to accumulate so much speed. We have one more mistake. It is Shillowside who has made that mistake, and it could be the first point for MnM again. But what is Speedy doing? Speedy slowing down tremendously, but still he's on that third position because there have been so many mistakes. Panda in first. We have Speedy on third and Nevermind on fifth. And finally, this is the first point for MnM after so long.
Oh man, 13 rounds where they lost in a row. And there you go. Whew, that took them a lot. But once you get over that, right? Once you finally get that win, I think it's going to get a little bit easier here. I think they could win a few in a row. Definitely come back into this one and hopefully not lose 6-0. That would be quite the embarrassment, but I mean, at least they come back here and have one last laugh. But can they now win the match? Harney, Wag, and Chillerside don't seem very pleased about the fact that they've lost that last round. Nevermind is really slow, but Wag is full dead and DNFs. Wag and Harney up against Speedy and Panda. It's a 2v2 heading into the second half of this map. 39 seconds have elapsed. Harney in the lead, Speedy in second. And what's happened there to Wag? He's out. And now it's Harney all alone. And as long as Nevermind does not go over, Harney wins the round, but it does not matter. Oh, he gets a 54. That's the fastest time of the race so far. Speedy gets second, Panda third, Nevermind fourth, but wow, that's a nice time by Harney. Sadly, it doesn't win them the round.
So we have 2 turtles, 1 Panda, and Nevermind in the match. So 2 people from Numelops side ended up in the turtle in that round. It was quite cool to see if they wanted to save it, but the attempts looked quite weird. But of course, they also didn't have the momentum, so it was almost impossible to save that one. But the sub 54 is definitely a great time there. But we've seen one time that was a bit faster, I think. But of course, a 54 is good, so was the second sub 54 here. So let's go to the next round here, as we have Wag in the lead, Harney on last position. No one has made that mistake thus far. Okay, never mind. We have, yeah, Shillowside with a mistake, and also Nevermind with a mistake. So 2 mistakes just when I was thinking and speaking about it, as we need Speedy now to get the victory for MnM to have a chance of winning the round, because we have Harney also having a great approach there. Where is Panda going? Panda also not looking too bad here, but he's so far behind, didn't really accumulate so much speed, and it will be actually the first and third position for Numelops, as well as 5th from Shillowside. So this will be the next point at 2-3. But still, this match is going a bit closer than the previous 3v3.
And we see another sub 54 this time around. This time, ooh, who was that just got first place there? I think that was Chillerside, actually. Really nice time there. I could be wrong, but pretty sure it was Chillerside that was in first. Very well done by, once again, by orKsGP Numelops for having these really fast times coming out of the woodworks. Very well done by these players, and they've come definitely prepared. Up against the world record holder in Panda, who recently got it, as you said earlier, finding himself with Nevermind in the first 2 podium positions. Harney wants to get up onto the top step of the podium, but he'll clip into the wall and will fall down the order from his teammates, as Nevermind and Panda, they both get a slow turn, and Chillerside now can catch up to them. So can Wag. Let's see if either of them get caught up on. Nevermind in the lead, Panda is in second. Oh, they're slightly slow, but there's no snipe. It's Panda and Nevermind, 1 and 2, and we're tied at 3 in total points.
Yeah, Wag there with a wicked finish, but that was a very close round there at the end. Wag was risking for the biscuit. Great to see that. And Panda and Nevermind winning that one. Very nice round. A 54.70 and a .20 is enough. But damn, what a great and close round it was. Even though the times were not like extremely fast. But of course, driving a sub 54 is already like beyond my wildest expectations if I would play this map. And we see WAG now with a mistake. So this could indeed be the 4-2 scoreline at the end, not a 6-0, because MnM is looking quite strong here. They have the momentum. Shiloside, the only Numelops player who is left alive. It seems that Harney has made a mistake, but look at that Speedy now. The first MnM player making that mistake on that transition where you really want to get yourself the most amount of speed, as we see Panda and Nevermind on first and second. Make it first and third now just for a small second. But Shiloside, oh, the best amount of speed, but Nevermind now with a mistake. What is happening here? And all of a sudden, it looks to be a round for Numelops. What is happening? The tables have turned, the turns have tabled. And Shiloside, Harney and Numelops finishing in second, third, and fourth. Panda, the only player left alive, but he drives a sub 54. It's a good time, but that's only a solace because the round ain't theirs.
Oh, how the turns table, man. I love seeing maps and rounds like this where it's an underground round, right? Because MnM should have it in the bag. And then that happens. Okay, wonderful. That is another fail out of Speedy there. Right at the start this time, though, he pulls himself out of existence. And if I'm him, I'm just putting a plastic bag over my head, you know, and hiding my face. You do like those little eye holes, and that's it. You just hide your face in the plastic bag. There you go. That's how I would dress up tomorrow with the small little mistakes he's made. It could cost his team, but right now they are 1 and 2. Nevermind and Panda. And so it is still around for MnM to win here, but orKsGP Numelops just behind. There's Chillerside and Harney within a quarter of a second just behind them, but into the last corner they go, and Panda and Nevermind will win the round. Another sub 54 from Panda, and it's beautifully made, and we're tied once again at 4.
I'm smelling something. I'm smelling tennis mode. I mean, maybe it's also me smelling, but right now I'm smelling tennis mode. Yeah, it's looking good for both teams. Like, very evenly distributed map here. And this one definitely deserves no loser. I mean, there have been some mistakes, but it's very close. A very good race. Very pleasant to watch that one as we go into the next round. And let's take a look who takes this one 4-4. Who goes into the lead and has a chance, if they win 2 consecutive rounds in a row, to get themselves the map point. Yeah, the winner has already been decided. It is Numelops who is taking it with a 4-0 victory right now, but they cannot lose, because if they lose this match and this map, it will be a 4-2. But let's focus on the round, as we see the first mistake has been done by the world record holder, Panda. Alright, WAG, Shiloside, and also Harney in first, second, and third. But look at that line from Nevermind. Into the lead he goes. Very, very wicked approach. Speedy, a little bit of a bump, but he needs third position. He should know that. Or just one more mistake from a Numelops player. But right now, this will not be the case. Look at that approach from WAG, and WAG overtakes Nevermind at the ending. What an ending from WAG. Shiloside on third and Harney on fourth. But man, what a round, and what a great overtake from WAG. Just bringing them into the lead again.
GR indeed, and I mean that snipe at the little end. You saw it, right? That end is so beautiful. He had so much speed once again. I think he's just got it down nail pat. He has that one in the bag. He knows how to do it, and he's not afraid to use it. As, well, it is a 5-4 lead now for orKsGP Numelops. But right now, it is actually an ace for MnM that's starting to form here. Can they keep it together, though? Nevermind gets overtaken by WAG. Let's see if he can get back up into the podium positions. Well, Chillerside hits the wall, so it's going to let MnM have a little bit more of a chance to win this round. But Harney and WAG are third and fourth currently. Though they can get up there in the podium positions, they could definitely still win this round. They could definitely still win this map. It could be 6-4 in their favor, but with only one checkpoint. Oh no, Speedy, now's not the time to throw. Panda wins the round, and Harney gets second. WAG gets third. Chillerside gets fourth, and that is disappointment incarnate. That is how to throw at the last very moment.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate stuff. Nevermind was dead, and they had to have Speedy and also Panda in first and third. But due to the mistake from Speedy, he was ending up at 5th or even 6th place. So now it's the map point for Numelops. So that is quite unfortunate. let's go into the maybe even last round if orKsGP Numelops wins this one. Good approach here from Panda, just gathering so much more speed. Look at that approach, also jumping so diagonally to just minimize the airtime and accelerating a bit earlier. So that's very nice knowledge here from Panda TM. Panda trademark, yeah, not Trackmania. But let's go into the ending here as we see a very wide approach from Panda again. Shadowside not with the best exit of it, and also Harney wants to go for a little bit of a freestyle mode, so this will not be GG yet. It will be the round for MnM. We have first, second, and fourth position for Panda, Speedy, and Nevermind, and they will take that. Panda with a 53.9 again. Very nice time. Speedy on second place, and Shadowside cannot make any damage, being 0.2 behind. And we have 5 points for Team MnM.
Yes, it is 5-6. If MnM win another round here, we will go into tennis mode. And if, well, hopefully not the case, but if orKsGP Numelops here win this round, it's going to be over. 7-5 will be the score on this map, and a 6-0 victory for match number 3 for orKsGP. And they'd be undefeated on every single map so far. If that were to happen, that would be really, really sick, and at the same time sickening to think about if you are on other teams going up against orKsGP here. Speedy up in the lead, he clips into something, I don't know what that was, but Panda now, he's left all alone to his own devices. It is a 1-2-4 in favor of Numelops orKsGP, and Panda right now needs to win this round, and he needs one of these guys to make a mistake. Will anyone make it for him? No! It is Panda with the win, but Chillerside, Harney, and Wag get second, third, and fourth. And that's GG for MnM Gaming here. And the Yi division gets 0 points, and another 6 go to the side of orKsGP Numelops.
Definitely a close match though, but this map was the pinnacle of this one, I would say. The 1v1 and 2v2 were also very good to watch, I have to be honest with you. But the 3v3 was super nice, so well played from MnM, and I think they're ready on Hovisto. And also on the other maps, they didn't really look too bad. Maybe the first 3v3 map wasn't really in their favor, but also they played against Maui, who was just absolutely cracked on this one. Yeah, you could have seen it. So GG's to them, 6-0 is the scoreline, and we have another match coming up in 20 minutes. It will be Shift.
Shift versus MnM, right?
Yeah, Shift versus MnM 2 in this case. So we're also gonna cast that. But I think we take a small break to just calm down a bit, and then we will be right back with the action. So guys, go nowhere, grab yourself your favorite beverage. I'm gonna change title and stuff, and we will be right